What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Hasbro Studio Series Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie. It does come with this stage. I normally don't review packaging, but the packaging comes with this piece of cardboard here. And you can have this little display. You got a nice scene with the Humvees, the army kind of after him or whatever. They're shooting at him. It's kind of cool. I would never display it this way, but it's nice that they give you this if you like that option. And here's what it's on the back. It's just regular cardboard, and it does say Transformers Bumblebee at the bottom there. So pretty cool that they included that. So here is the figure, and it is a good looking figure. Right out of the box, it's got some really nice detail. And we'll take a quick 360. He's got quite a bit of paint on him. Actually, let's just point out the paint before we take that 360. So you got paint here on the cockpit piece. All this gray paint here on the cockpit again, on this front panel here. This red on the shoulders. This gray here on the shoulder again. The rest of this arm is not painted except for this red stripe here. You got the gray and red painted here on the hip skirt or side skirts. And I think that's about it for, oh sorry, and the head, obviously. The head is painted silver and gray and the black and the red. And it's got the translucent orange coming through. It's the same material as this cockpit. So pretty cool look. You know, it's got quite a bit of paint, which is nice. You know, pretty clean back for a jet. You know, typically you get a jet backpack, so not too bad for a jet here. You can change the angle of these, so if you want it to be more flat, you can, but I think it looks better a little bit angled back. It does come with a couple accessories, so you get the blaster here that just tabs in the arm and into the hand. You do have to open up the hand there, and you can get that tabbed in right here. Like so. You can also put it in this hand if you want to. You can take this hand off and you get this accessory here. So let's just take a quick close-up here. It's kind of a weapon hand. So in the movie, this little dagger came out of his hand, and he used that to take out Bumblebee's voice box. And that was the explanation for why Bumblebee can't speak in the later movies. A little bit silly. You can take the hand out and store that on the back for convenience. And now let's go over his articulation. Pretty well articulated. So he's got head on the ball joint, goes up to there, and you can get this neck piece up and out if you want, and you can get it kind of like over that, but looks a little weird. And you can get it down to there, and then it rotates all the way around, which is nice. You do have this shoulder joint here, but it's got some issues. As you start rotating, it starts moving the chest, which unpegs the back. So that's a little bit of a problem we'll talk about a little bit later. But you can rotate. If you hold here, you can rotate this shoulder. It's very tight. You can also articulate this little fin however you like. I like to have it on an angle. You have a rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbow gets you all the way up to there. You can also do it like that. You have a rotation at the wrist, and then you've got a single pin for the fingers that gets you out to there and down to there. And that helps with the holding of the gun. This hand on this side does not articulate. I mean, it does rotate, but the hand that he had didn't articulate. That just it's a solid piece. And you'll notice this comes off fairly easily. All right, continuing downwards, you do have a waist rotation, although it's a little bit hindered. If you lift this up, you could probably get a little bit further. Let's see. No, it's still a little bit hindered, but do have a rotation there. It's just a little bit hindered by the actually, what is hindering it? I'm not even sure what's hindering it. It looks like the design here prevents it from rotating all the way. You have hip skirts here, or not even really hip skirts. They're actually on the leg, but you can get those out all the way up to there and flush against it. I like to have it a little bit out. You can get the leg up to there and a little bit of hindrance, but back to there and out to the side, up to there. You do have to fold this in if you want to get it out, but up to there. You have a Single jointed knee gets you 90 degrees. I believe that's single jointed. Yeah, single jointed knee. And you have ankle tilt. Again, I love that Hasbro is now doing ankle tilts on all of their figures. So nice ankle tilt. Oh, no pivot this forward and backwards. So pretty well articulated figure. And now let's get this guy transformed into his vehicle mode. If you haven't already, take off the weapons. You're going to need to take them both off and put back the regular hands so that you can transform him. And these are going to store away when we're done. All right, so go ahead and unpeg this backpack. That'll give you kind of all that room. Take these weapons off as well. You can set those aside. Okay, now we have that freed up. You can open up this chest panel. That's going to allow you to open this up, push the head down in, and it should go all the way down and peg flat like that. Then you can pull this down, close the nose cone, flip this around, and that takes care of that. Just flip this out of the way for now, and we're going to work on the legs. So go ahead and open up the legs. You're just going to unpeg there. You can fold the foot inside, and that's going to peg to the side. Same on this side, fold the foot inside. By the way, they do have little wheels on the bottom that emulate kind of what he looks like. I think it's supposed to be the landing gear, but the landing gear don't even have two wheels. They only have one wheel. I'll show you when we get to the vehicle mode. So that's actually the landing gear, even though you've got the two in there. So that's kind of a strange choice, but whatever. All right, open up this, fold these down, fold this down. Same on this side, fold these down. Rotate the leg at the knee. And then these are going to come together and peg here. And just give that a good squeeze and leave that there for now. Now we can take this panel here, fold the wings so they're flat, and then fold these up. And we're going to take this panel here, fold this down, and it's going to come together here, like so. Should sit flat. I think it does actually tab in. Yeah, there's two tabs, one here, and those are going into the top there. So make sure those hit the tabs that you're intending. Open up these panels here. Close the hand if you haven't already. Flip the hand around, and then close these panels. And then you're going to fold the arm in, and that's just going to sit just like that. Okay. Same on this side. Fold the hand over, flip this panel out, fold this hand in, and let that sit just like that. Okay, so you should have something like this. Next, we're going to get this panel folded out from here, and now we can get this whole thing pushed down, and you'll see it kind of fits in to the panels that are there. So it should all peg together. So push this panel down first, and then you can work on the wings, and the wings are going to peg into the arms. You can see there's a couple spots where they go in. And I've found it's not an exact fit. It fits pretty well, but it's not perfect. Here you go. So get that all pressed and fitted in as best as you can. And then same here, just press down, it should all fit together. And then final touch is you can put these onto the arms. Now they're supposed to go this way, and I'll do this one the way I prefer. Oh, sorry, last step is fold these in so they cover. But go ahead and put those in, and I'll just show you, you know, my preference is to have it back a little bit, because when you have it forward, that waffle shows up, and so I like it to have it back like this, but the official transformation is having it the other way. I just think it looks a little bit better the other way. There you go. And then you can take, make sure you have these wings opened up here, and then you can take the gun, and the gun can actually go in a couple spots, so you can get this tab right here, can attach right there inside. So go ahead and attach that. And I think that actually looks the best out of all the spots you can put it. But you can also take this and attach it back here. So this tab right there goes into the slot there. And it does look, you know, kind of like a continuation. But then you got a gun hanging off his back. So if you like that look, then that's one way to go. For me, the best option is to put it on the bottom, just like that. And it fits in very nicely. And then lastly, you can take this hand piece, and that's just going to peg right here on the bottom of the tail fin. I wish it would go in the middle. That just would make more sense. It would look a little more symmetrical. But unfortunately, this tab doesn't fit. I think you can put it like that, but then it looks really silly. He's like giving the middle finger as he's flying. So I don't know. That's kind of not so great. So there just happens to be a hole right there. And you can put that here like a side gun. And you can kind of choose where you want to have this. And the last little bit is just flip out this landing gear. And the back two are already out, like I mentioned. They don't look so great, but there they are. So you can set it down, and here we have Blitzwing in its jet mode. Actually, I'm going to put this back here because the official transformation is to put this here. I just wanted to show you I have that option to have like a gun type of thing. Pretty nice looking jet. I like the paint here. So they've painted the entire nose cone, this fuselage area, and then up to the back. And then the rest of this, the wings, other than the red here, is all plastic. So to get him back into his robot mode, go ahead, take off all the weapons, 2 missiles, this gun. I really like this gun, by the way. I like that they painted this. And also his little hand piece. And set those aside. The first thing we can do is unpeg this top piece. So you can pull that away and fold that up. Go ahead and fold this panel in. Leave that like that. And that's kind of done for the top. Go ahead and fold the arms out. Lift up and fold out. You can fold this panel in, and it doesn't peg in, but it folds all the way up and it stays there. So that's nice. They don't move on you. Right now we get the arms out. We can take this whole panel and flip this up. And we are going to get this over the fuselage here. So go ahead and fold the landing gear in, rotate this around, leave the head down in there, fold this down, and that's going to allow us to fold this entire piece back. Now that we have that, now open this up, flip the head out, that's going to sit back there, close this up, and then you can bring this down. And once you do that, then you can take this rear panel, fold down here, and tab it into his back like that. And lastly, we'll take care of his leg. Go ahead and pull apart here, rotate at the knee, or at the, yeah, I guess that's the knee, and then peg that in, fold the foot down, fold the toes out, and then same on this side. Rotate. Oh, we forgot one step. You got to fold this in, fold that back, and then tab it in. So fold this in, fold that back, tab it in, fold that down, fold out the toes. The toe does tab in, so you get that straight foot. And finishing, make sure you peg this in as firmly as you can, because that's what kind of holds the shoulders in. Oops. And occasionally this thing pops off. That's okay. Not a big deal. You can just pop it back on and then keep those folded up. Fold the wings back slightly to your taste, whatever you want it to look like. Fold these out, and again, to your taste, however you like. Rotate the hands. And then last but not least, go ahead and take these and tab them into the wings. And you can give him his gun. And for storage, you can store his stabbing weapon here. Right in the back here, it actually fits right on top of this peg here. So final thoughts on Blitzwing. I really like this guy. I think it's a very fun figure. It really looks good because of the paint accents they've added. There's not a whole lot of paint, but there's enough to make it interesting. There's enough to make it, you know, cool to look at. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more paint. I saw a custom of this already on one of the Facebook forums. It looked really neat. You know, just a little bit more paint would have been nice, but still pretty good for a mainline figure you can find at Target, or I think they have them at Walmart as well. I got this off of Amazon, so I tend to find that Amazon ships a little bit quicker than you're able to find it in the store, so that's why I've been buying it there. But you can buy it from any of those retailers. Highly recommend it. It's a fun figure. My only real complaint or issue is the fact that you rotate the shoulder and it pulls up the chest, which then unpegs the backpack. So you kind of have to hold right here, and you know, maybe some floor polish on those might help, but that seems like a design issue that they should have addressed. But other than that, really cool, really good for the money figure. Just fun overall. If you're collecting Studio Series, this is definitely one of the highlighted of the figures they put out in this line. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions on this guy, leave in the comments below, but we'll see you next time.